you in business with a family member? And if so, have you found it quite challenging at times to navigate those two different relationships? I'm Richard Chandler. I'm a business partners counselor. And this video is about how you can work with that additional complication of having those two very different kinds of relationships and having that work for you while at work or when you're not at work with that particular relative. So it's not easy because we carry, if you will, all that history with the family member with us into the business, whether it's father, mother, son, daughter, or a sibling. That history is there, and it is perhaps below the surface many times, but it does have a way of infiltrating what we're trying to do in a business setting. And we need to really think about how we can separate the personal relationship and the business relationship in order for both relationships to go better. I'm sure you found yourself in personal situations and you can't seem to stop talking about business, much to the annoyance of other family members if it's a gathering. Or conversely, there's some things that are happening in the personal side that are a bit troubling, and you're not seeing eye to eye with your family member who's also in business with you, and you're in the business and just feeling kind of a low level of irritation or just not feeling like you want to really communicate about business matters. Well, this is common for anybody in business with a family member, and it's not easy. Perhaps the best thing I can say is to do a better job having those relationships be more separate. So when you're in business, you have your business hat firmly on and you're staying professional and you're not talking about or you're doing your best not to let kind of those personal frictions or histories really overly influence you in the business. You want to treat that person as if they were not related, the best you can. And you'll ask for that from them too. You might have to say at some point, listen, this is not about business. We're talking about things that really don't apply, or we're letting that influence our business. And we really need to work harder not to have that happen. On the personal side, kind of the same thing. When you're at family gatherings, and if something important comes up and you really want to talk about it in business, then declare that. Make an announcement. Tell your business associate that, listen, we need to talk about this. How about if we make an exit in a few minutes, a graceful exit, and we'll make a short exit and we'll talk about this business matter. Then we'll come back and join the family. But don't kind of start talking about that while you're with the family. It's not good for the other people. So do your best to make it much more intentional. If you're going to talk about business in family time, then declare a time out from family time. Go do that and then come back and join and be fully present. So really, that's probably, not knowing your situation particularly, that's really the most I can say at this point, is to really keep those as separate hats, the personal hat and the business hat, and do your best to be aware of how those personal relationships influence your business relationship and vice versa, but do your best not to have that like so much carryover. Make it separate, and that will make everything go a little better for you and your business partner or business partners. I hope that's helpful for you. If you want to talk a little bit more about how business partners counseling works and how it might work for you specifically, please get in touch with me. Just look at the contact information at the end of the video and give me a call or a text, and I'll be glad to just devote a few minutes to talking about your unique situation and to see if there's anything I can do that might be of help. Thank you so much.